solution and the science fiction parts of being real or unreal. That's all the things that we talked about previously that we know should be in our narratives. So, fine-tuning our plan. Some people, when I saw them, they had huge, which was what you were saying before, Elise, I think, about having... Can you grab yours, darling? These things were huge because I could see that you were trying to get all your information into those spots. So I think probably if you end up with a plan that just has those titles or those headings, then you can do all your writing underneath. Just a different way of planning, and you can link things. So, with your partner, I'm hoping everybody can remember their partners, aren't they? Yep. So, just a few, can you hold up yours, darling? Let's have a look.
John.
Yep, okay, so there's Elisa's. So her writing is tiny. I would need my Go-Go Gadget spectacles on to read that writing. And just hold it.
You can't change it, can you, the writing?
So that's what we're just about to do.
Change the size.
Yeah. And it has left, see how she has left much space there for the writing underneath. I think probably you were thinking about writing in the little squares.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, so the squares are just going to be your heading. There's space underneath to do your planning for your story. So, if you want to change the size of your writing so you don't need your Go-Go Gadget eyes, well, if you end up with a planning pro forma that you can then go off and plan a science fiction story with your partner. You need to have these headings. Make sure you've got those headings that are included in narrative writing, and then you will be successful. You've got all these headings, you've got space to do your planning on your pro forma, then you will be successful. And working with your partner as well. Okay, so you need to go and grab your laptops, one between you and your partner.
Students are now working in non-ability groupings, small groups or in pairs.
I think that's how you spell it. Yeah, I think. Oh well, we'll get Mrs. Lord or Mrs. King to check it. Yes it was, print it out, and then we'll fix the words up so then we can actually read it.
Because when they be printed out, they won't be big enough to see. It's a bit silly.
It's 12.
Do one like that, but different. Yeah.
Well, I think where was the one that we want? Where is it? So what do you want to have? So we're doing it landscapes or portraits? I think a landscape. Yeah, they had more room to write. Yeah, and Chrissy, did you want them like all the same or different? Maybe we could add some more characters.
Title.
We need a title. We do need a title. If you don't have it, so that. Did we do the legal title? Oh no, we didn't. We didn't even have a title. Oh yeah. And then we can have that one.
Alright, so what do you...
Section 6, and that is the drop-down boxes on the computer. And what we've done so far is we have
Typed in the things that we need for the story and added little pictures for them.
And like Emma said, we put pictures on top or underneath them. And for science fiction, we have a science thing. For a story title, we have a book. Yeah,
And how will you know if you've successfully made your plan up?
Remember, you select all. Guys, you've got to select all and go up to format.
If we end up having a great job doing it.
I've got story plan.
So how's it going, girls?
Good,
How do you know it's going well?
because we're working the pictures out together. We're not just choosing them by ourselves, and we've put them into place, and we've just got to work out
linking this
where
in, guys.
everything,
That's coming
so
later.
we know
Don't worry
where
about
everything
linking
is.
Okay, so landscape.
So how did you find using the inspiration program?
I thought it was good
Okay, where's the
and
rest of this?
it's fun instead of just drawing and writing it.
Okay, what about you, Sophie?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
it's
you've got
fun,
to see
but
these things.
sometimes we might need to know a bit more about inspiration.
All right. So are you finding that out by discovering what you can do and making the different icons on the page?
Yeah.
Okay, good girl. I'm going to take.
So what I want to do is I want to move those bottom ones up so they're up there, but they won't move up. They'll still be like, they'll look like that. So you won't be able to write underneath.
Okay, so you need a bit of technical help with the inspiration program to help you to get the finished product the way you want.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
You like it? Yeah.
Okay, boys, can you tell me what you're doing? Alex, what year are you in?
Year 6.
And James, what year are you in?
Year 3.
Okay, so James, what have you been learning about inspiration from Alex?
Well, I've been learning some stuff from Alex, and well,
So what's something pretty cool that you've learnt?
how to get into the program
Okay.
and
Al-
other programs like this.
so Alex, what have you been showing James what to do?
I'm showing him how to get the characters up, like these different types of characters. I've been showing him how to use these. Like link, you can obviously those are the arrows. That's the link part. Arrange. That's how you can arrange. That's basically arrange them for you. The create. It's when you want to create a new bubble where in a specific position.
So have you worked with James before, Alex?
Yes, a couple of times.
Okay. Well done, boys. You're doing a great job.
Success criteria was that we ended up with a story plan, a story pro forma that we could use to then go and plan our science fiction stories. Hands up if you have ended up with a story plan pro forma. So everyone is successful. Fantastic. Well done. From our experience using the program and with your partner, can you tell me some issues that you may have had with the program, with your partner? Good things, bad things, things that worked well, things that perhaps could have needed to improve, things that you've learnt from this experience, from using this program.
And the bottom bit up as well, it just stayed like it was, and we couldn't get it to work.
Okay, so the way to keep your picture in the centre of your page is to make sure that these boxes, these slide boxes, are in the centre. If you drag your hand across the pad on the laptop, often they move and then all your work has...
It's kind of how to solve that problem.
Yep.
Is down there in the left-hand corner, there's zoom in and zoom out buttons.
Yes.
We click the furthest away. Zoom out.
The zoom out.
Yeah.
Excellent. So that you can actually see what's in the centre of your page, so you can actually see your page. Great hint. Thanks, guys.
It's better when it's actually. And then it doesn't move as much.
Fantastic.
With Blake's thing, that it didn't really work because ours, when we tried to move it, it would just stay where it was, and we didn't even make it smaller, but it went.
Did you try to fix it on print preview?
No.
Their partners, because you're in partnerships that you don't have the same ability. So some person in your group has more ability with this program or more experience with this program than the other people in your group. So who can tell me something about that? Bridie.
Well, it was pretty good with our group because we shared the whole computer around. We we took it in turns,
Good.
and so like we chose something and then we put the pictures on each.
Okay, so that's great.
So
Very
it's
good.
pretty
Christy?
With taking it and with our group, I thought of what the pictures should be, and Tegan did all the typing.
Okay. Oh, so you did all the pictures until you did
Yeah.
the typing. Okay. Bradley, what do you want to say about your group?
Our group was caring for each other, and we made sure that every person in our group had the exact same amount of doing stuff as the other people.
Okay. How about the rest of the group? You feel that way too?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, because there were some discussions about that during the session. Is there a way it could have been done better, perhaps?
Maybe if say someone did something, say Bradley went first, he moved the icons, then after he did that, say Hannah went next, she chose the pictures, and then I went after that and I wrote in there.
Okay, so that's making sure that each person in the group is doing something
Yeah,
in particular. So did that happen, or would you work on that for next time?
we work on that for next time.
Okay, so that's a good solution for next time, that each person has a specific job to do. Okay, Caitlin? Janelle?
Well, Blake and I, we looked at like either solution setting characters, problem fencing, and we went on to that thing like Caitlin showed us like the science pictures instead of scrolling through all of them.
Yep.
And we saw a picture that we felt might have suited the word, and we both said it on our side.
Okay, so
what we thought.
yep.
And we didn't like it, we chose another one.
Okay, very good. Caitlin?
With our group, say Elise probably was on the computer the most, but me and Thomas and I were the ones who decided, like, kind of chose most of the pictures, whereas Elise would
She did the
typing
actual-
and then.
Okay.
So
And do you think that was fair, or would you like it to have done some more typing, Thomas?
I didn't really. I only got to choose one.
Right, so next time you're working with those girls or with that group, what would you like to see happen?
Me have a bit of a go.
A bit more of a go. Okay, so the people who are in charge of that group need to take that on board and listen and possibly share it around a bit more next time. Okay?